Hey there, guys. We're going to cover some of the latest figure news that we've gotten. I'm going to kind of combine it all to one video. I have been sick, so it's taken me a little bit to kind of get the energy to do the video, but let's get into it. First up, we're going to talk about the regular Walmart exclusive Monday Night Wars set. This will be the Build-A-Figure to what looks like to be a Dusty Rhodes NWO figure, which I think will be cool. We haven't seen the head sculpt yet, but there is the base that you could see that comes with the Razor and the Lita. There's the Lita, and that's actually the only figure in the entire set that I personally need for my collection. If you think about it, Lita really doesn't have as many figures as you think she should. She is going to come with the Dusty Rhodes legs, or the whole bottom half of Dusty, and the Women's Champion. So yeah, definitely I'm probably going to be picking this up. Next up is a Razor Ramon, and overall, I think this looks very cool. It does come with the NWO torso for Dusty, and Razor figures are always just very cool. He has very colorful, cool attires with different designs on there. You get the nice little coat that he comes with. Of course, he comes with some chains. So yeah, I think this will be a cool figure, but it's just not one that I need. Next up is an Ultimate Warrior in a very interesting jeans attire. And as we know, this was supposed to come with the WCW crowdfunder stage and all that. But unfortunately, that didn't go through. And so I guess they turned that figure into an Elite when it was supposed to be an Ultimate. The nice jacket entrance vest that it comes with is very cool, but it's just not something that I personally need. And then we have another 6 figure. And it's just not something we need at all. I feel like there's still a few X-Pac gears that we're missing, but we haven't got a 1, 2, 3 kid figure in. Of course, that wouldn't go right with the Monday Night Wars, but I'm just saying in general, for the character Sean Waltman himself, we really are only in dire need of a 1, 2, 3 kid figure and maybe a few more X-Pacs. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to get this one. Move on. Now we have the Monday Night Wars Ultimate Edition, and this is the Triple H. And for these Monday Night Wars Ultimate Editions, they've been doing one WWE and one WCW figure. Of course, Triple H being representing the WWE side. Now I wonder what the WCW Ultimate Edition is going to be. And of course, it comes with a nice cloth goods. You got the pants. You got the "You're Right, I'm Over" shirt. He does come with a nice water bottle. I always like when they come with stuff like that. I think the head sculpts look good. It overall looks like a good figure. I just don't personally need it for my collection, so I won't be picking it up. But yeah, I'm excited to see who the WCW person is, because the Roddy Piper figure from the one that just hit the stores out of the Monday Night Wars Ultimates, that was a very good figure. My dad picked that up, and I just love looking at it on his shelf. It's a very good figure. Next up, we are getting another Maivia Legacy Pack / Bloodline Pack. And the first one, of course, comes with High Chief Peter Maivia, Rocky Johnson, and The Rock. And I bought the set. I think it's very cool, but it is shelf-warming. Like, this thing is shelf-warming a lot. But I definitely wanted more sets like this, and I was worried they weren't going to do it just because of how much of the shelf-warming is. But it looks like that's not holding them back. We're getting one right here. You get Roman Reigns and, of course, Alpha and Sika the Wild Samoans. Now, the beauty of the other pack was Peter Maivia had never gotten a figure before. So that's like the only way to get Peter Maivia at all. Alpha and Sika, they do have Target figures that I actually have myself. So I don't actually need this 3-pack. But the cool thing about it is Alpha and Sika come with their elderly heads. Like when they're getting a lot older, from the moment where they come out and celebrate with Roman Reigns, you can pop that head right here on these figures, put on the cloth goods that it comes with, and then you've got your updated, well, not updated because of, fortunately, of course, the passing of one of the Wild Samoans, but a more recent version of the Wild Samoans you have. And so if you make the current or recent versions, I think it makes them look good. But when you have their older, when they were actually like in their prime, actually in-ring wrestling head sculpts on, I feel like they're just not quite fat enough. They're very skinny torsos, and the Wild Samoans were big guys in their prime. I know if you would have put the older head sculpts on a bigger torso, because the first Wild Samoan figures that we got, I think their torsos were perfect. I have those figures. They're a lot bigger than these. But then when you put the older guy torsos on there, they're not that big now that they're older, so it wouldn't make sense. So I guess they went with making the older versions look accurate. because I still don't think it looks bad, but it's definitely noticeable whenever you put those older head sculpts on. Or I guess I should say when they were younger, their younger head sculpts on. But overall, I think this pack could overall be very, very cool. I definitely don't need the Roman. It's got your golden gauntlets, nothing too special going on there. But let's move on to the Target Legends figures. Not only that, this is the Legends Greatest Hits line, so we're just going to kind of have all different figures of the Legends. Any Legends Elite we've seen in the Elite line, I guess we could get it here, which is nice because I definitely missed out on a lot of Legends figures. And of course, this will update them with double jointed arms and all the new updates. First up, of course, they got to have that name in there, and this time they chose Ultimate Warrior. We already have so many Ultimate Warrior figures, I definitely don't need that. And then you got King Booker, and I actually need an Elite Booker from this time, so I'm actually going to be picking that up. You've got the IRS Elite being re-released, which I actually picked up when it was first released, so I'm not going to need that. And then you got Tugboat, and that's one I actually missed out on, so I'm very excited to get this one. Don't have to go find it on eBay or nothing like that. I'll just get it in the Greatest Hits line, so I'm glad this is in there. And then they got Warlord. I actually don't need a Warlord figure. I already have one of him, so I will be passing on this. But yeah, I definitely think this is a good idea because a lot of these old Legends figures go for a lot of money now, and they're very hard to come by. So I'm glad to get these figures back in the line. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Sorry about my voice and everything. I'm still getting recovered from my sickness that I had. But yeah, I definitely wanted to get some updated news out to you guys.